Good morning. It's another time again for our Railbird Corner, and we are putting it to you with a very bright smile this morning. Did not do bad last week, and the numbers are coming up. We really do appreciate that. Viewers are getting higher, the likes are coming, but not as how we would anticipate it. But we give a thanks and love you like that all the way up. To our team of Caymanas from the Caymanas Punta's Paradise. I have to say big up Mr. Fender, big up Michelle, and big up Marvin Blake, and myself, Oliver Buchanan, and the entire family, Caymanas Punta's Paradise family, fans, viewers, and who ought to come on board now. So, respect and manners. Yes, Mr. Fender, you seem as if you have something to say.
And I just want to say that all our supporters all the way back in England at the Royal Ascot racetrack just said us.
Yes, that's just a wonderful surprise. It's good to know that we're coming. It's coming from the length and the breadth of from the Brits. Yes, way from the England area, way up in England. So we appreciate the Brits, and you know that the racing is a very big part of England. Is a very big part of horse racing. So yes, so we appreciate that big time. Getting some support and some compliment from Royal Ascot. So give a thanks on that. That's really international. Yes, we are gonna go straight into our selections now, and we have this banker program first, and we are gonna go to race 3, number 2. I am interested. Radish Roman, a trainer, Joseph Thomas. Yes, farmer jockey trainer Joseph Thomas. We're gonna take I am interested here. He did disappoint me last, but I thought he wasn't that ready enough for that engagement, and I did not select him. I am selecting him now and selecting him as a banker. He is ahead of these horses. He's looking good since he ran, and I am gonna take him hands out, straight out as a banker here, as I am expecting him to demolish these. Yes, he is a cut above these, and he is looking as if he is getting better. You can look for good runs from number 4, Money Must, number 6, Sicario Man, and to a next extent, number 3, Toots. Never leave out Toots. Yes, as I told you, she was gonna run last week. She up, down, and then as if she had an experiment. Yes, Toots is going good again. Money Must did run good up in the handicaps now, but I think Sick, I think Sicario Man is a little more handicapped than Money Must, and I am interested in so much ahead of all of them. So I'm gonna take I am interested to win as my first backer over Toots, Sicario Man, and Money Must. Yes, my next banker on the day is my banker of my last one. I'm gonna go with Radish Roman. He's gonna be strong on the card. I heard Mr. Fender talking about this Radish Roman, so it seems as if we're looking from in the same direction. And I'm gonna take Supernatural Power. That one is like a free hit. Like when you play cricket and the balls are cannot out you. You have to catch it to be out. Or it's a run out. You have to get run out to out you. Yes. Well, this is a free hit. Supernatural is really looking like a supernatural horse. She has been working pretty well. She looks really good. It's a long time I haven't seen a horse got a slight injured at the back in a speed race, and before the race is off it was all over. That is some Thunderbird kind of running from Howard Mackenzie's stable here. Yes, so Supernatural looking good. There's not much to say about this race. You can look for competition from the pair of Jason DaCosta, Rico number 1, and number 6, American Aviator. And I must say that Supernatural number in the 7th race is race number 7, horse number 4, Supernatural, my out and out banker. And that's it for me on my say for this soup banker. Yes. My next selection on the day is my next section, which is the individual first choice section. My first individual first choice is gonna be race number 5, Excuse Me Goodbye. Excuse Me Goodbye is drawn nicely on the outside. She's got speed. She has shown that in all of her races that she is the sprinter type. And next in line is Slassinger, who is whispered around, could be looking better under the care and condition of Passard, Peter Passard. Galloway Bay is next to give you good competition. He did run a very good race and prominent race. I thought he could, with little more assistance, he could get it. But the next thing in the race that has good, solid competition to offer is Big Man Biden with my beloved Eric Hart. Excuse Me Goodbye showed very good speed. She's looking good on the exercise track since she last raced. And I'm going to give Omar Walker one more to get himself up and running. And as I told you in his interview, he's not done yet. He just needs rides to get him up. So I'm going to take Excuse Me Goodbye to win over Slassinger, Big Man Biden, and Galloway Bay. My next take on the card is race number 6, horse number 10. I Am Outstanding. My second individual first pick is I Am Outstanding, number 10 in the 6th race. He made a good statement, nice introduction with a second to Brahma Bull. He was closing in the end. He did not show the speed like we needed him to show for a 5 straight race like this, but somehow he looks to be of some good work. I really do appreciate him as is looking on the exercise. My next horse in the race is horse number 4, Pretty Sassy, a grey filly trained by Robert Pearson, who has been working pretty well over the time. She did work well in the earlies. She was put down and then she got the break on his back and working. She has been working exciting, 48-1-2, and she did not do it all that hard. Yes, she was a little easy in it, so look out for Pretty Sassy. Alive is mildly trained for this, but he was looking good. That's Greedy Chestnut. Yes, Striped Chestnut for Jason DaCosta, and he is off work. I think we can look for Alive for good competition in this 3-year-old maiden race, and to our next extent, Native Flyer and Sparkling Fire. Sparkling Fire is looking good since she left Rudolph Ardell and is gone to O. Williams. So I Am Outstanding is number 10 in the 6th race, is my first pick over 5 Alive and 4 Pretty Sassy. Look for runs from Sparkling Fire number 3 and number 9 Native Flyer. My next individual first choice is horse number 3 in race number 8, Loyal Action. Race number 8, Loyal Action. Loyal Action is taking ahead of Fly Blue Jet, who is gonna give him real competition here and is expected to do so well. She's drawn on the outside, so she's gonna give me, she's gonna be in the clear, so you can expect her to get the chance to do whatever she can do. But as for me, I'm gonna stay with Loyal Action as the winner. Loyal Action is handicapped, nicely handicapped with Tajesuke, taking off for 4 kilos here. He did run her hard in the 5 straight, and that was a race that she had the opportunity to beat him. She should have taken the opportunity to beat him there, because he was harassed by Bulletproof Coffee strongly, and she only could get him right at the end, right at the dying stages in the last. She pipped him for seconds. So I'm gonna take Loyal Action with no Bulletproof Coffee around to cause any animosity or hassle with him. I'm gonna take Loyal Action to win. My next take over Fly Blue Jet. You can look for final load was been showing speed but in the longer races. So I think the short race from number 1 might be against final load winning this one, but he could show do himself proud. But Loyal Action is the winner there, race number 3. My next section here, my next part of the program is my outsider program part. And I'm gonna give you race number 1, horse number 4, undisclosed location. He is getting a 6-1 on the morning line, but I think he is good enough to get up to 60-1 here. Maybe that could be, it could differ when we all see it at the track on the day. So undisclosed location is not taken as my individual pick, can also win, but he is taken definitely as my outsider here. So horse number 4 undisclosed location is my outsider. Horses that has good chance to win here is number 3, Train of Thought with Anti-Ride and Steve Todd. Train of Thought 1 and is running good, run a good fight in second and last with Dan Dawkins. We're gonna look to Zulu Warrior who took a break and is looking good, is up in condition and is working lively. So I'm gonna go with him. Blue Sensation. I've seen the classic ones, they come home to me and the Run Julie run and she look good. She worked 1-8 for 5.5 and that is good for her to come and represent herself well here. But undisclosed location, not taken as my individual first choice, but he is an outsider and is also possible of winning. My next outsider is number 4, race 4, horse number 2, Princess Chris. This could be a surprise to some people here because this one is not gonna be fancied much anywhere at any time. But I know something of Princess Chris. She's not that bad. She's not void of ability. And she is here with only 7 horses in the race, and for her to make the exotics, she has to run 3rd, like I did with Soul Warrior. And I think she can do this job for me and get herself even in for 3rd and make a little lucrative price on the dividend on the exotics. So I'm gonna take Princess Chris. She has ability, she's looking good, and she worked good coming into her maiden with Chris Mambine in that same race with the foreign invaders. So I'm gonna take Princess Chris to do what I need her to do here. The good ones here, as I told you, that's an outsider, not my individual first choice. The good ones here to win is another one, Miss Marbella, and to a next extent, Bowmore, who we cannot left out. So 2, Princess Chris is my outsider, my final outsider on the day, and my final pick on the card. Noise, I have 4 outsiders here, so I'm gonna go an extra outsider. My outsider here is number 6 in race number 9, Further and Beyond. Yes, this race is power packed, strong race. This is the Ian Levy Cup for grade 1 horses. I know that this is gonna be a blasting, a strong pace. The horses are working well, and Further and Beyond has a feather to tote. I think he'll find a way to get himself even for 4th in the superfecta. So it's my outsider. Further and Beyond work well, looking pretty good. He's looking really ready himself. And I'm gonna take Further and Beyond to capitalize on a good run as my outsider here. This is gonna be the horses that will be running and running good. Commandant, first to say, Barnaby, T-Stock, and I think I won't go to Run Julie Run or Fun Car Done Anatomica. This race is a strong race, powerful race. I'm gonna stick with the gentlemen over the ladies. Yes, manpower this time. My last pick Yes, I take Ferdinand Bian as my outsider and I'm going to stick with him there. But you can look for good runs from Commandant, the General. Yes, the General. And I'm just giving him a stripe there. And not the General as the horse. Don't mix it up. I'm going to take Commandant, Barnaby, and Tistak as the real stronger horses in this race. My last and final outsider is an outsider I brought before and it did me justice. Curlin's Flight, number 3 in the 10th race. Curlin's Flight. He's looking really good on the Marlon Tuesday. He's looking good like an unfortunate conundrum who lost last week. He's conditioning his horses well. Curlin's Flight did go 7 furlong when Big Joe last one and he came to the track looking good last week. I just love looking at Curling Flight at the exercise in the day past. So I'm gonna go with him as an outsider. As I said, I'm not taking him as an individual first choice, but he's gonna be in the mix and do some justice in the exotics. You can look for the good strong run from the Antipos Tigray Express, who look to have a strength among these. 1 Colorado Ranger, 7 Anonymous, and 5 Storm. So that's my take on selections for the Punta's Paradise Railbird Corner program for this Saturday, April 5th, the first Saturday in April. So we're going to go to Mr. Fender right up.
Welcome, Punta's Railbird Corner fans. And I just want to trace back a little bit back on this. This big feature race on Saturday, right? I think that, you know, it's going to be, it's very competitive. These horses are the horses that will be running in the Mu 10 mile. And, you know, we can draw a line to see where they are at right at this present moment, you know. But, and I know that, boy, it's look so tough to analyze this race, arrive at winners. Yes, winners, Bash, in this race. You know, Commandant, right? this horse, even carrying 126 pounds, you know, in this race, I think he still have it to defeat the field in this race.
Yes, I described him as a general when I was previewing my race, you know, so you know that he has a status and we have to respect him like that. And with the fact that he came from the quarantine and wasn't too shaped up for the Mute Mile and he ran so well, now he's opening up and all the throttles and he's working and doing his thing like he needs to. He's gonna be tough. I'm gonna say Commandant is a horse to me.
And what about the trainer? What do you have to say?
Yes, Mr. Ron Crichton.
Yes.
He's training internationally, he's training abroad, but he's one of our own boys here. He's
Right.
Mr. Sonny Crichton's son.
Right.
I remember him from the days of Seculoniat
Yes.
and all those horses, you know, magnifique.
Yes.
Yes, so he's a good trainer. He learned it from the grassroots.
Yes.
And he has been performing locally and internationally. So hats off to you, Ron Crichton. Big deal.
And he loves Jamaica racing and Caymanas Park. He loves here. His roots, you know, we can say to the world that this is where his roots came from. And his level of performance internationally, you know, is doing wonders for our country, Jamaica, you know.
Yes, he is. And as I'm saying, we have a lot of Jamaicans who abroad training, and he is the one who chose to come and give us some support, bring horses here to give us a good look in our Mute Mile and all of that. Respect to him for that, because there are several others who are there and not doing what he is doing.
Well-
We're not pointing fingers at people,
Yes.
but he's the only one doing it. We are being realistic.
Yes.
Yes.
That he has reached this level. Matthew Williams is another Jamaican that is actually here
And
at
trading
Caymanas
abroad.
Park.
And trading abroad.
Yes.
Yes.
And there are others, but we'll be able to get the names of them, fans, to share it with
We have a
you.
couple of them. We have the Jose Pinchin. We have them, man. We have the even Charlton Baker is a son of Carly Baker.
Ah, yes.
He's a son of Carly
Yes.
Baker who
Yes.
used to train
Yes.
a lot of horses, Frontal Alarm,
Yes.
Iranian Rule, Colonel Boogie, Chief Chaff and all of that. Those horses they bought from Miss Cliggott for Naya Carly.
Yes.
So yeah.
Yes. So we do anticipate that, the Ian Levy Cup, Grade 1, is a graded stake race for 3-year-old and up. We expect to have a
Firecracker there.
Yes,
Yes.
and I really like that and so forth. So back to my selection now, and I'm going to continue off where I left off last week. I talk about stables, and at Caymanas Park here, with so much trainers trying very hard, I want to continue giving them the support and let them know that the Railbird Corner, have a lot of love and respect for them. So I am going to be mentioning them right now. In the first race, on this 10 hours final program, I like 3 stables in this race. I like Stephen Todd stable. I also like the Gary Sobrati stable. I also like the Peter Hassard stable. But I definitely want to give Stephen Todd a look in, and I think he will come out on top here with horse number 3, Train of Thought. This is the horse I think will win. Moving on to the second race. Again, here is another interesting race because, it's good to say that for racing, that in this race we have a 6-horse field, and I think that maybe the Sobratis might have this race locked.
This is second race.
Yes.
Okay.
Horse number 1,
The Sobriety Generation.
yes, the sensational move. Horse number 2, Sugar Daddy. And you can't tell me anything about Sugar Daddy?
Sugar Daddy last one for trainer Patrick Lynch and he's now at Herald Sobriety Liquor Sub.
Oh.
How did that?
Okay.
But
Yes.
Anthony Sobriety, I think.
Yes. Yes.
He is Sobriety.
Yes. And with the,
And I saw him yesterday. He was looking really good. He used to be chunky and thick.
Yes.
He's a little trim now. He's
Yes.
more.
Yes.
He look a little more athletic. I can say that to you.
and with the Caribbean number 1
Okay.
favorite.
Yes.
So there it is. I think this is where this race will, sort it out. Yes. All right. Also, and as you know, in the Ian Healy Levy Cup, I am saying that the race is going to be deciding between 2 horses for me. Horse number 3, Commandant. Horse number 7, Atomic. So that's where I am leaving it at. And I hope that we will have a fine day, a good day here at Caymanas Park in Jamaica. I'm saying this to the world, because because you don't know when we hear that in Royal Ascot, England, they are watching this show and they are so interested in Jamaica thoroughbred racing,
Yes.
you know. So we are happy for that. And, you know, passing on to you.
Really happy to be having their support, and here is something last but not least, we are so even more happy to deliver to you courtesy of Mr. Denzel Miller from the racing office, showing their regards to what took place on the Omar Walker Day, which was the day, no, not the Omar Walker Day, on the Grooms Association Day.
Yeah.
And we have to show, and it is saying something in honor to Omar Walker here. So,
And a special.
and so we have to give you what is coming from inside the racing fraternity. This is coming from the racing office, courtesy of Mr. Denzel Miller, which I do appreciate also, and is ready and raring to say right now.
And let us say thank you, Mr. LP Azar, for contributing as always, you know, the support for the Grooms Day.
Yeah, all the support, all the input, and thanks for being around all the time for the grooms, Mr. LP Azar.
And
we do love you like that.
Congratulate him for the presidency.
Oh, for obtaining the presidency of the Toba.
Yes.
Yes, he's the new president for the Toba Association.
Yes.
Thoroughbred Breeders Association of Jamaica.
Yeah.
Yes. We are gonna go to the racing offices say now what they have to say on the day of the Grooms Association trophy. It is saying congratulations to all winners on the day of the 2025 Grooms Day, Saturday, March 29, 2025. The Gregory Park Sprint Trophy for open allowance horses over 5 furlong rounds was won by Oak Ridge Farms Digital One, brilliantly ridden by Radesh Roman, trained by Gary Sobriety, and groomed by Leon Suku, otherwise called Bazaki. A vast majority of grooms live in the community of Gregory Park, where Caymanas is located. Restoration was victorious. The annual Grooms Association Trophy over 5 furlongs straight for owner the Seeker. Restoration was ridden by 6 times champion jockey Omar Walker, who was honored on March 2025. On March 22, 2025, he was conditioned and trained by race analyst Michael Kane and groomed by Okan McCallin. And I must say, last but not least, this is in the program, but I save it for last. This race, the Grooms Association Trophy, was won by Omar Walker, who had a race run in honor of his name on the 22nd of March. That is the week before he won with Restoration. So it's a good thing for Omar Walker, winning the Grooms Association Trophy after he was honored on the Saturday before. Big up yourself, Champo. You know that we rate you, we love you. You have some records. You are the man who win the fastest amount of races for a time. You have some records there.
Yes.
Yeah, we have to just go and look them up.
Yes.
Big up yourself again, Champo. Big up Mr. Denzel Miller and the racing secretary, entire racing fraternity. Love to my viewers. Give us the likes, give us the support. We do appreciate what we are seeing, but if you can step it up, no problem. Thanks so much.